The Cal State Northridge baseball team has made major improvements this season on the field, and people are taking notice. CSUN hosted a top 20 team at Matador Field and got the chance to show the country that the Matadors are rising.
This year's CSUN baseball team has become the first in school history to be televised nationally from Matador Field. CSUN had 2 weekend games on April 11th and 12th against UC Santa Barbara be broadcast on the worldwide leader in sports, ESPN. The games streamed online and showcased the first 2 Big West teams to reach 20 wins on the season. On Saturday afternoon, CSUN had in attendance Hall of Fame and former Dodger manager Tommy Lasorda. He was there to sign books about the legacy of his career. Lasorda talked to CSUN players before the contest and to head coach Greg Moore, who says he had a lot to share.
He gave his energy, he gave his knowledge and his wisdom to both our team in the locker room, and then out on the field he had a few coaching pointers. He just said, make sure you treat the guys like humans. Make sure that they understand you care about them. But he still has a great feel for people, and he understands how to give that challenge and that support.
Lasorda was honored on the field before first pitch. The former MLB manager took the time to talk to everyone before the start of the game, and even stuck around to watch the matchup between the Matadors and the Gauchos. The presence of ESPN shows just how much improvement the Matadors have made since last season. Coach Moore says the opportunity to be televised is exciting to get CSUN baseball into people's homes.
The coverage is great for the program. It's great for the university. I met a recruit last night for dinner, and he talked about how he was able to watch the game. So it's nothing but a positive to be on TV.
ESPN may be back to Matador Field before the end of the 2015 campaign. The Matadors will look to keep up their success on the field as they see their coverage off the field continue to grow.
The life of a college student can be stressful, and the students at Stanford University wouldn't agree more. One way the self-proclaimed nerds can unwind is to join the Leland Stanford Junior University Marching Band. The LSJUMB, for short, consider themselves to be the world's largest rock and roll band, but the last thing this marching band does is march. Instead, they are considered to be a scatter band, running amok and playing classic rock rather than traditional marching music. And it doesn't stop there. The band and school is also represented by their notorious mascot, the Stanford Tree. Underneath the 9-foot-tall costume is Junior Will Funk. The costume changes every year, and this one was introduced and created by Funk earlier this quarter. He says the best part is just being able to rock out with the band.
My favorite part about being the tree has got to be just like dancing with the band. I was in band beforehand. I played the tuba or the tube. I just love like being able to be a part of the band, like be out there dancing for it and everything. And it's just super fun being like that crazy, really fun personality on campus.
Even the band members get the chance to express their individuality. Mellophone player and student Rosalind Miller explains what's part of the band's attire.
For football, we wear black pants, white shirts. We're supposed to wear white tennis shoes, but mostly it's important that they're comfortable. You've seen the hats around with a lot of pins. And then we all wear like a funky tie, as ugly as possible.
And the best part is, you don't need musical experience, nor do you even have to be a current student to join. The LSJUMB meets Monday nights at 7 at the rehearsal building on campus, known as the Band Shack, where anyone and everyone is encouraged to show up. Any fan's trip to the park can be made more enjoyable if they're able to grab a baseball, hit, or thrown into the stands. But with AT&T Park always at max capacity, fans have a slimmer chance to be one of the lucky handful of people that can snag a ball. Season ticket holder David Gallagher says he roams the bleachers behind the left field fence, trying to catch batting practice home runs that are hit into the stands.
Well, batting practice is an important part of the game for me. I mean, I wouldn't miss it. I get here when the gates open pretty much every game I come to.
Others have found a very creative way to scoop up more chances at getting a batting practice ball. Some fans construct makeshift fishing lines to pick up baseballs that sit close to the outfield wall. These homemade devices are known as ball grabbers, and they only exist at AT&T Park. They can be done with cups on the end of a string, nets tied to a piece of rope. College student Mark Miranda has his own ball grabber device, and he did not build his ball grabber. Instead, he purchased it from a hardware store. The product's original purpose was to change light bulbs that may be out of reach at home. He says the pole cost him just $5, and it's definitely increased the amount of balls he gets during batting practice.
Per game, well, I usually get like one off the fly, maybe like a couple from the pole.
The ball grabbers are one of a kind in San Francisco, and you can tell by how intrigued visiting players are by knocking the ball out of cups at the last second or challenging fans to see how far they can reel one in. But ball grabbers must watch out when the rival Dodgers come to town. They are known for carrying scissors during warm-ups and cutting any grabber that dares to pick up a baseball.